It's alive! All right, let's get to it. No further introduction required, right? When I come up here, the first time I get up here, it's always the same, folks. Always the same. I live at 400 feet in elevation, and 400 feet is 2,800 feet below where I am right now. So I'm always out of breath when I first get up here, and I have walked about 80 miles in the last couple months. So 80 miles, you'd think I would be in pretty good shape by then, but not yet. I think part of that is with my back being so bad. It was always a struggle to walk even that far. So I'm not in the best of shape yet, but I'm getting there. I can walk about 4¼ miles when the back allows. I'll be honest, my back is in pretty rough shape. So although I can do that sometimes at 3.5 miles an hour, I'm terribly out of shape. 80 miles is good, but I need more than that. All right, so I didn't film putting the pulley on this, partly because I decided that there was so many videos out there on how to do it that I really didn't need to show you. But I will tell you, it's actually very easy. You hold the pulley in one hand and put an impact on the big nut and just stick with it for a long time. It takes longer than you would think. However, once you get it done, let's see, this goes here. Once you get it done, then it's fast, and you just reverse the process to get the other one on. And pretty simple. I got a belt. You actually have to pull this drive belt off in order to get the alternator belt on. And it's not bad because the clutch isn't engaged, so you just got to squeeze it like so, loosen it up enough, and then it comes off. And obviously when you put everything back together, make sure that that is in the right place. Get that off. I think I could swing that up enough. Just took a little bit of fiddle farting around. A guy with a bad set of thumbs makes it even worse. I do have a universal 10mm. So the trouble I was having is I couldn't figure this out. It didn't look like it would fit here, but it does. And that's why it was attached to something. So that orange plate, which is where your ground goes, it just grounds the whole body and undoubtedly puts ground into the whole upper area here. So, or the main engine mast and everything must be how it just grounds everything together up top. So I think that's good to go. Now I can tighten this up. That's already tight. The belt is pretty snug. Everything's hooked up. I just got to put that stupid shroud back on and we're good to go. Almost there. I think we'll try putting the bottom one on this time. Now this guy is a real pain in the butt, folks. I had to push the belt down, the drive belt down, to wiggle that into place. And then I've got some bolts over here that I left reasonably loose. So I should be able to slip it underneath the washers and then just tighten it up. One thing I've been thinking about is I really do need to get a cover on this mill. Craig Quilter keeps bugging me about not having a cover on it, and he's right. And when I was always on the road, there wasn't any point trying to put a cover on it because it was never in the same place for very long. except for sitting over the winter, and I used to try to cover it with a tarp in the winter. But for the most part, it sits out in the weather all year long. And I think that's a bit of a testament to the quality of woodmizer sawmills too, because 8 years out in the weather. And yeah, I've got a alternator that probably I can rebuild, but 8 years, come on, that's pretty good, folks. Almost there. Pull the covers off the mill and pull the solar panel off. Yeah. Well, pull these off first. If you don't have a set of these, I've got a link down below. They're pretty cheap, and you can get them on Amazon. They start out orange. You can see they're yellow now, but they work really good. Keep your main rail nice and clean, and if you lube it up first, then it really helps. Doesn't get all rusty on you. So in my opinion, either these or PVC or something is an absolute must. All right, now, while we still have the solar panel on, I think what we can do is lift the head up. Once I get this undone. This is the only thing I've ever used to cover the mill. And I'm told that motorcycle covers work really well, but I do have the umbrella stand, and it gets in the way of different covers, so I have to take that off. Okay, let's get this thing moved up and back. Oh, it wants to rain on me now too. It's not supposed to rain, but then again, if you believe the weatherman about anything, then you know he's not very good at predicting the weather. As I've said before, he might be right 50% of the time, and that's probably being generous. It's the only job you can have where you can be right only 50% of the time and keep your job. That's just my opinion. It's alive! Yes, folks, I don't know what I did with my Wingnuts for my battery cover. I always generally put them back on, but I think I was in such a hurry that I forgot to do that. And I don't know if they've fallen down here and I need to get my metal detector out to find them, or if I put them on my little magnet I usually use and just forgot them on there. So for now, I'm gonna have to get a magnet out, but we are green. Green is good. Alternator's in, running, no red light, good sign. I do need to go try to find those Wingnuts, which I think they're on my little red magnet, I'm sure of that, but I'm gonna grab my little magnet one, two, come out, see if I can find those. I'll check my toolbox. Normally, I either put them right back on where they go, that's my normal modus operandi, or I use my magnet. But when I was out here, I hate to use pain as an excuse, but I was in pretty good pain. And I think I was in a hurry, and I didn't put them back. I don't know what I did with them. So good job, Eric. Oh my God. But you know what? It's running, so I'm gonna fire it back up here while I go try to take care of these last couple things. Well, there you have it, folks. We're up and running again. Awesome job. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, if you like these maintenance videos or my sawmilling or cabin videos or whatever, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot, folks. It really does. And I appreciate it if you do that. Now, when I get this log milled up, I'll drop that video right here. But before that video comes out, I'll put another one here for you to check out. I appreciate your watching, folks. Stay tuned. We'll get this log milled up. Thanks for watching. The Old Jarhead out.